Welcome back, Deadites and Ghost Beaters. Today we're going to look at how to build Lord Arthur. And we're going to do it two different ways. One is level 1 to 24, so your starting point. And once you max him out at level 25, how to make a DPS monster. And of course, if you like this content, please drop a like and a comment on the video below. I answer all my comments. And of course, it does help the video. And of course, smash that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell for all Evil Dead content. And if you're looking for people to play with or just talk about horror movies and Evil Dead, click on the link below. Our link to the Discord is in the description below. We have tons of people playing Evil Dead all day, every day. You can find a group to play with so you can avoid playing with randoms. Because here we are about 10 days out, and it has not always worked out well. Now, the reason we're going to do two different versions of Arthur is because this right here. When you hit level 25, you get Fuel the Fire, and it is an absolute DPS game changer for Arthur. Of course, you have Lord's Wrath to start, but once you can pretty much keep it going almost as long as there's mobs, it's pretty hard to defeat. So you basically, how Fuel the Fire works is you activate Lord's Wrath like normal, but every time you do a finisher, it extends Lord's Wrath 3 more seconds. So you go in high DPS and balance, and once you get him, you finish him off, adds more time. It just keeps that DPS increase going, just keeps you slicing through everything, and basically turns you into a hot knife through butter. And that is why we have to make two different builds, a pre-25 build and then a maxed out Arthur build. So now we're going to look at how you should build Arthur from level 1 to 24. So we're going to look at two different builds for Arthur. The first one is going to strictly be his pre-25 build. That's why I still have 1 point still sitting in skills, because I'm not using it. Because I'm going to act as if this is an Arthur that you're building into. And what we're doing here is we're building an Arthur that is designed to help his entire unit. So you're focusing on aura, capture, some extra health, and we'll explain this Arthur build. And then we're going to completely flip it to a more DPS build upon hitting 25. What you're going to do is you're going to have to put a point in Great Influence, and that'll open up everything. I recommend you put 4 points in Great Influence, because increasing the range of your aura is really good for anyone that does any kind of melee whatsoever. Or if you're running like an Evil Dead 1 Ash healer, it's really good. Now, here's the thing. You could always put another point in the stamina if you want, but you're going to have to take it away from something. So I like to put 1 point in stamina, 1 point in Artful Dodger, and then 2 points in health. You could go a little leaner on health. I want to make sure that my Arthur pre-25 has a little more survivability. So I put 2 points in Industrial Strength, but you could put 1 point and then put 2 points in Cardio. You can also go lighter on Arcane Knowledge if you want, but I have 2 points in, because the more you can find chests to level up a game, the better. You're gonna need to put 1 point in Deep Pockets ammo, even though you're not going to be shooting a lot as Arthur, because that's the only way you can get I Can Still Help. And that is, even if you're dead, your aura still continues. You're going to put 2 points in Quicker Cooldown just because you always want to have Wrath available, even if you're not designed to be a DPS monster. I put 4 points into Master of Influence and 3 points into Echoes of Aura. You could go either way. I think the stronger aura versus the longer effects is better. But if you notice that your teammates are leaving you more and they're running off and doing their own thing, especially if you're playing with a consistent group, then you can flip a point either way. And then I put 3 points into Fast Forward for taking points. This is the pre-25 Arthur build. You're going to use this up until level 25. Once you ding out and get to level 25, you're going to build a completely different Arthur. And it's going to be very focused on DPS. It's going to be very focused on doing killings. And now that you've seen how to build a support Arthur, basically tankier, designed to keep objectives short, designed to keep your team moving and surviving, you can then go and flip the switch once you hit 25 to Arthur the DPS monster. As we mentioned earlier, Fuel the Fire is the reason why. And let's take a look at a completely different build, the heavy DPS Arthur build. Now at 25, I'm going all in. You're making Arthur a melee monster. You're still putting the 4 points into Great Influence. You want your aura as strong as possible. You're going to put a point into Cardio. You're going to put 1 point into Arcane Knowledge just to move it along. Yes, you're going to give up some Finding, but that's okay. You're going to need both points and quicker cooldown because you want Wrath. This build is all about Wrath, and the quicker you can get Wrath, the longer you can maintain Wrath. Master of Influence strengthens your aura. Double down on that, and put 1 point in Fast Forward for your team. Now, I put 2 points in Strength. You could go 1 point in Strength and 1 point in Reinforced Amulet. That kind of depends on how you like to play. If you play more with shields up, go that way. If you play more without them, put the point here. But 1 point, you're going to spend 2 points here and here. 1 on Industrial Strength and 1 on Reduced Amulet. So you need 1 point in here no matter what. You can't remove it because you're only going to put 1 point in Cardio for this build. So you either put 2 points in Industrial Strength, or you put 1 point in Industrial Strength and then do 1 point in Reinforced Amulet. I run with a lot of Pablos. I like it better with Reinforced Amulet having 1 point and 1 point in Industrial Strength. And then you're going to fill out the entire bottom bar. You are just going to go hardcore. You're going to do tons of balance damage. You're going to do tons of melee damage, and you're going to do tons of finisher damage, and this is basically what you're doing. Arthur is all about these 2 perks, Lord's Wrath and Fuel the Fire. This is what this whole build is about, is taking advantage of Wrath and doing as much DPS as you can possibly do. And that's it. That's how you take care of Arthur from level 1 to level 25, building this awesome character, still in my top tier. Whether he's going to be number 1 if I do a re-list soon, can't say. But I can tell you one thing, he is absolutely phenomenal from 1 to 25. And when you hit 25, there's not much you can stop you. So you have high balance bar damage, you have high finisher damage, you have high melee damage on both heavy and light melee attacks. Like, he's pretty much the total package at that point. As always, thanks for watching, and later, mates.